The girl walks in for a nanny job and watches the last nanny get thrown out like trash. Before she can even process it, a cup suddenly smashes at her feet. The girl jumps in shock and quickly introduces herself. But the CEO doesn't even look at her. He simply gives one cold order: get out. Right then, the CEO's younger brother walks in. He immediately stops everything and says the girl doesn't need an interview. She can start working today. He calls the butler over and asks him to take the girl to her room. The truth is, this is already the 100th nanny the brother has hired. The other 99 all got kicked out, all driven away by the crippled CEO. Even so, the CEO remains ice cold. He says the new nanny will quit within 3 days. Meanwhile, the girl has no idea. She is happily exploring her new room. She has never seen a mansion like this before. The girl even declares proudly she will be the CEO's most loyal servant. Soon, she finishes organizing her room and receives her first task: massage the CEO's legs. The girl instantly becomes energetic. But after searching the entire mansion, she cannot find the CEO anywhere. She even checks the trash cans. Still no sign of him. Just when she begins to think the mansion is haunted, the girl notices a moving camera. Suddenly, everything makes sense. The CEO has been watching her the whole time. But soon, the CEO notices something strange. The girl has disappeared from the cameras. At that exact moment, the elevator behind him slowly opens. The girl quietly steps out, like a hunter approaching prey. She suddenly appears behind the CEO, with a mischievous smile. Massage time. But the CEO ignores her. He turns his wheelchair and tries to leave. But the girl suddenly presses down on the chair. The CEO tries to move forward, but it doesn't move at all. The CEO starts cursing in frustration. The girl immediately looks innocent. She says she already let go, but the wheelchair still won't move. The CEO suddenly turns back and finally realizes the problem. The girl has pulled out the battery. The CEO tries to move the chair using his hands, but the girl steps on the brake. Then she grins proudly. Looks like you finally fell into my hands. Soon the girl lifts his pant leg and suddenly freezes. The CEO smirks instantly. What, scared already? But the girl asks something strange. Does this leg still have feeling? The CEO explodes immediately. He is completely paralyzed. How could there be any feeling? The girl still doesn't believe it. She squeezes the leg hard. The CEO doesn't react at all, not even a twitch. Then the girl suddenly says something shocking. Good thing the leg is numb. The CEO almost explodes again. But the girl quickly explains. If he could feel that wound, the pain would be unbearable. The CEO suddenly goes quiet. For the first time, he thinks about it. But then he mutters coldly. He would rather feel pain than live like this. Then the girl says calmly, as long as someone is alive, there is always hope. Those words hit the CEO instantly, right into his heart. Meanwhile, another screen lights up. The whole scene appears on a computer monitor. The CEO's younger brother is watching everything, and suddenly bursts into tears, because since the accident, this is the first time the CEO allowed someone to touch him. The brother cries while hugging the shareholders, complaining how hard he worked taking care of his brother. Now someone finally replaced him. He immediately sends the girl $100,000. Then he quickly calls the CEO, thinking his brother will keep the nanny. But the answer is ice cold. Impossible. Meanwhile, the girl suddenly receives a message. A bank notification appears. $100,000. The girl's eyes almost pop out. Working for rich people feels like picking up money. But before she finishes celebrating, another task arrives. Mission 2. Cook dinner for the CEO tonight. The girl answers confidently. Easy. No problem. The girl's first day as a nanny comes with the worst possible boss, an insanely picky CEO. Every dish she cooks gets criticized. Too salty, too oily, too bland. Finally, he gives the ultimate excuse. Dinner took too long, so he refuses to eat at all. The girl stands there confused, but a moment later, she shrugs and starts eating the food herself. One bite, then another. Soon, she's enjoying the entire table. Right then, the CEO's younger brother walks in. The girl immediately waves him over. Want some? 10 seconds later, the two of them are devouring the whole table. Plate after plate disappears. The brother is shocked. This is incredible, the girl sighs. Too bad your brother wouldn't eat a single bite. The brother suddenly understands. Then he starts listing the CEO's food taboos. No spicy food, no fried food, no seafood, no strong seasoning. The list keeps going. The girl's scalp tingles. She blurts out the only question left. How is he still alive? Anyone who watched this series already knows. This CEO isn't just picky. He's also extremely difficult. He already drove away 99 nannies. Even the butlers avoid him. The girl is nanny number 100, hired by the younger brother. On the very first day, the CEO already made a prediction. She wouldn't last 3 days. And right now, it's only day 1. The next morning, the girl prepares breakfast ahead of time. She proudly places it on the table. The CEO takes one glance, then complains immediately. He never eats pre-made food. The girl simply nods. Then I'll make it fresh. Minutes later, she brings out a freshly made sandwich. The CEO's stomach is already growling. but he still refuses the breakfast. The girl's expression suddenly changes. He assumes she's already losing patience, so he mocks her coldly. "If serving me is too hard, you can quit right now." But the girl suddenly waves at him. "Good morning." The CEO suddenly realizes he misunderstood her expression. Right then, the younger brother walks in again. He sees the breakfast and immediately starts eating. Plate one disappears, then another. Meanwhile, the CEO sits there silently, looking more and more unhappy. Soon, only one sandwich remains. The brother grabs that one too. Then he finally notices something. So he turns to the CEO. "Do you want a bite?" The CEO instantly explodes. He spins his wheelchair around and storms out of the dining room. The brother looks completely confused. Is my brother made of steel? Doesn't he need to eat? The girl answers calmly. Let him starve for 2 days, and he'll learn how to eat.